All right, happy Monday. I am super pumped to hand it over to Wendy and Nikki tonight. Wendy had the idea for team trivia tonight, which I love. I love, I love. And oh, Nikki, I see you have your board set up in the background. Nikki's going to walk us through. She has been crushing it with vendor events, in person, like sip and shares at her house, and even online events and doing 15-minute chat parties and getting those things scheduled in. So I am going to turn it over to Wendy. I'm going to share my screen and then you can go through it. Can y'all
All
see
right.
that? Okay. Wendy, can you see that? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Everybody knows that I am a huge competitor. I like a good challenge. I honestly did not really know what to talk about tonight, but I was like, we have not done trivia, so let's throw out a couple questions. Um, just to get everybody on their toes and maybe some stuff that you did know, don't know, or just need a little refresh. I think we have six questions, and I believe we're going to give a prize for each question. So we're not going to announce the prizes. We'll just send them out in the mail. Um, but we're just going to have a little fun. Um, who's ready for the first question? Everybody excited?
Wendy, do you want him to drop everything in the chat?
Yeah, if you want to drop it in the chat and then I can just jot down some names. You ready? Okay, first question. What was the first product that Plexus launched 16 years ago? And then once everybody kind of answers, I will go through and give you the actual answer. Yes, the breast check kit. First product Plexus introduced was the Breast Check Kit, a self-examination kit focused on breast health and early cancer detection. In 2023, over 49,000 USA was donated to support breast cancer research and treatment globally. And that was just from the breast check um, from Plexus. Question number two. With every bag of Plexus lean sold, what is the equivalent of meals donated to Feeding America? Yes, 10 meals. And there's a bonus question to this because I did not know this myself. What other products also donates an equivalent of 3 meals? It's going to stump some of you. It's actually the reset. And I did not know that. I found that within my research today. All right, question number three. If someone goes Fast Start Senior Silver this month, helping 9 friends, what is the total they can potentially make with all the Fast Start building bonus and Christmas cash? Which I think this is unbelievable. A lot. I like that one. So the breakdown that I had was 1,245. So I would just say in the 1,200 range is about your basic. And then, yeah, Bree has it broke down there for us. Um, I'm really, really trying to encourage some of my team members to just get 4 to 9 people. And what I'm kind of telling them is to get them together to lock arms for the next 3 months. Like how can they change their health from now till Christmas or the end of the year together? So if they could get 4 friends or 9 friends, and I'm just telling them the cash that they can make this month and that they can get their products paid for, and kind of going from there. And then I even threw in that they could earn the cruise. So if they started now, just trying to get some more engagement within my team. So I don't know how everybody else is doing with that, but that's how I'm trying to get people reeled in and locking some arms and building their team too, or at least just getting the extra cash. Okay, question number 4. How many credits do you need to earn the cruise for 2 to the Bahamas in February? Yes, 1,250. Who has earned it? I think Nicole has earned it already. Has anybody else earned it, Bree, on our team besides you, probably? Anybody close? I am not, but I will earn it. Okay. Question number, I like the breakdown too of that, just seeing all the different credits. 1,500 credits for the cabin credit. Um, all the extra cash, which would be a lot of fun, and the shopping spree. I think that would be absolutely amazing because I don't like to spend money on myself, so therefore I would not feel guilty. Um, all right. Question number 5. What is the Plexus Perk featured product this month? Yes, Jen, you have that correct. The lean, Denise, the lean. Um, a little bit about that. The Plexus Perk featured product is Plexus Lean, Whey, and Vegan. It's discounted by 50 perk credits. You can redeem yours for 550 perk credits for a limited time. I don't know if there's anybody really new on here, but if you didn't know, every time your monthly subscription order runs, credits are added to your Plexus Perks dashboard. You can use these credits to choose from pre-product options, um, which is a lot of fun. I actually keep my perks and let them add up, and then it comes out that I can get my Joyum, my face and or my daily and my night cream free. I don't ever pay for that. So that's just kind of a little perk for myself that I always spend on myself. Um, and question number 6. What is a hot product that recently launched at convention that everyone is seeing amazing results with? Yes, the Restore. I know we've kind of talked about this before. I like to drink mine hot, like I call it my sleepy time tea because within the next half hour after I drink it, it actually makes me tired, or maybe it just relaxes me. I'm not sure. I know some people drink it cold, and others, I think Shaylin was drinking it like before lunch and before dinner, and everybody's seeing amazing results. I've been loving seeing the different results coming in. I actually posted about it today, and I've had a couple people reach out just from that simple little post. So hoping to get a little bit more from that. I think that's all I have. Thanks for playing along again. We will get 6 winners picked out and some goodies sent out to you guys. I just like to have a little fun with it. So I think Nikki, you are up to bat.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I really do not like talking on Zoom, but I got this. So first of all, messenger events. They're super easy. You can use anybody else's that have posted that you were in and just copy and paste. And it's super easy to connect for the people, your new VIPs, to get them to invite people. We have one in our page that you can just use and copy and paste, and I've done several of them. I did one for my sister. She only had 3 people show up to it, but I was like, we'll do it, and you can add other people, like Bree. I added Bree, and I added my other VIP and I was like, I just need more people. I'll add you guys to it so that it looks like more people are on. So don't worry about numbers. Numbers don't really matter. If you got the one right person, you got the person. I'm finding that in my vendor shows and even at my in-home shows. So messenger events are super easy. I will go into in-person events. I did one with Jess, or she put it vendor. Let's do vendor events since you have that post up. Vendor events, that is something that I have been doing for 2 years, and I think I'm finally mastering it. I started out not knowing what I was doing. And one big thing that has really helped draw people in, because they see it and they think it's weight loss. That's all they see. They don't understand what it is, and they don't come to your table. But I saw this on another lady's page, and so then I got it from someone else. But I made this board. With the information on, and I will try to put, I have all these on photo, and I will try to put them on our page so that you guys can copy them if you want. But that really draws people in. I see people stop, and they walk, and then they stop, and then they read everything, and then and then that's when you can ask them to come in to your table and ask them what issues they're dealing with. And that really stepped up my game for me. It drew people in. I keep changing things up. I printed out these product things to put on my table too. And those are in our page. So you can copy those if you need to. Having a business card. I have a business card. I don't believe it's absolutely necessary, because I've never ever got anyone to call me back from my business card. The most important thing from a vendor event is to get them on Facebook. I do little samples. I make this picture up with samples, and I put ice in, and I let them have a little taste. But I will give them a stick if they'll join Facebook. So like, I have a little thing there saying join Facebook, get a free stick, sample to take home. Something that I got made to put with my samples, they're these little things. They have my QR code. And all they have to do is scan it and it takes them right to my page. Don't think you have to do this yourself. Etsy has all this stuff on for you. Yes, I paid $5 for this, but now I have it for life. The QR code, Canva charges you $1 to make a QR code that you can have for life. So like, that's worth it. And you can, I put that QR code on everything I print out for vendor shows. Super easy. You can make them yourself. I don't have the time to do it. So I just went on Etsy and this is a cute little card. It has all what Slim Hunger Control does. And then it has all what's on the label of a bag of Slim Hunger Control in the back. And that was on Etsy and I paid $4.99 for it. And then I can print as many as I want. And I did that for Slim Hunger Control. I did it for Active and I did it for Hydrate. And I send those out with any samples that I give to anybody. Personally, vendor shows, and I give them to people that join my events. Something else, I joined this vendor thing that we have here in Lancaster, and it's called Beauty Boost for Women, which has been a help for me. It's women in business. They come to these vendor events and they're a little higher class, and you have to have some things that draw them in. And tomorrow's Hocus Pocus. So you have to learn to be creative. So I made these eyeballs and I'm going to freeze them and put them in my drink and then have a little scoop, and they can scoop them out and taste them and they get eyeballs in their drinks. So just being creative really draws people into your table and makes them want to come back. Like I said, the most important thing, get them on Facebook with you, because if they don't join up that night, I have very little people join that the same day. Now I've been having great success and people have been signing up on those vendor shows that day, but I get 12 to 20 people on Facebook and I work with them. And it might be 3 or 4 months before they sign, but eventually they do sign. So Facebook, most important. If not Facebook, I have a few people that I was like, I'll meet you at home. Give me your telephone number. I'll call you in 2 days, make an appointment with you and come to your house. And I'll go over all the products and give you combos and price list. And we can go from there. If you want to do it, you can. If not, I'll just sit down and talk to you. And this has been great for me physically, mentally, and emotionally, because last Monday I went into a house of an older couple and we talked about product. They wanted to buy the product, but then I sat and talked to them for an hour just about life. They didn't have, they were an older couple. They don't know people in the area and they just needed to sit and talk with someone. And I'm finding out like Plexus is more than just selling people things. It's a relationship with people and creating friendships. And I have been blessed because of it. And like, I choose to do vendor shows because my son has autism and I can't go to people's houses and just sit there and talk to them because I'm always taking care of my son or watching him and making sure he doesn't get in their house. I can't go to a soccer game and just talk to the parents. Like I have to be watching my son constantly. So I chose the vendor event so that I can get out and meet people and get them on Facebook and talk to them. So you guys can ask me questions at the end if you want. And sip and share. I just started these. The first one I did for Jess was super simple. She just invited her friends over to her house. We gave testimony, and then I said, what do you want to know? And she had her friends sign up to that night. Mine, I love throwing parties. I've always loved throwing parties, and I did a lot of it before I had kids, and I stopped. I have a humongous room, and my whole family fits in it, which is huge. But I haven't done anything in here since my grandmother died because I helped clean her house out, and all of her stuff came to my house into this room. And then it started piling up with other crap. So this event made me clean my room out. And now I can do more parties here. But I enjoyed doing this party. This was not simple. It was probably very extravagant, but I did a table full of food, just crackers, salad, and a couple meats, and filled my whole. I always wanted to do it, so I did it. And my husband's like, "How many people are coming?" I'm like, "I don't know." So I had plenty of food left over, and I did these planters for everybody. My son made some afterwards. But they could come. I shared my testimony, Bree shared her testimony, and then we're just like, what do you want to know about the products? We went over products. They got to ask questions. We answered them. It was kind of neat. I had my ambassadors. I had 2 ambassadors here, I had VIPs here, and I had people that never actually had people that said no to me. They said, "No, I don't want the product." So I never asked them about it again. I put my event on a Facebook page and just invited every single person on Facebook that lived around here to my party. Then I sent individual invites to people that I knew were semi-interested, my VIPs and my ambassadors. And I did that like 2 or 3 days before my party and asked them if they would come. Some replied yes. Some said they were coming. They did not come. And then I had, well, 2 of them texted me that day and said, "I'm coming and I'm bringing my daughter." And then I had one that showed up to my house. I had no idea she was coming. She was the one who told me no, it was too expensive. She couldn't afford it. I knew she really needed it, but like I didn't push her. I was like, okay. She's been watching my Facebook for years. She came to my party and she actually ordered. I knew she needed it. She had autoimmune disease. She's been struggling, but I didn't even know she was showing up, and she showed up. So definitely would encourage you to do these sip and shares. You don't have to do it like I do it. I am going to have something for them to do other than Plexus at all my events. I met a lady with that does sourdough, and I'm hoping to connect with her and do a sourdough party. I'm going to do Christmas ornaments for Christmas time. But you don't have to do that. It can be super simple. I just love throwing parties and it's fun.
I was muted as I was screaming, and there was probably a reason for that. Will you guys drop some encouragement in the chat for Nikki and Wendy? I just want to say a couple of things about Nikki. For some of y'all that are watching this right now, I know the first things that come to mind are, well, if she's throwing parties like that, she's super extroverted and she loves talking in front of people. That she has lots of time. If y'all don't know Nikki, you could think that, from watching her posts. I will get emotional talking about this, but when I sat in that room with Nikki, so I drove down that Saturday to be at the party with her, listening to her testimony, talking about her son and why she is on this journey, there was not a dry eye in the room. And that took so much guts for Nikki. If you did not know Nikki at the beginning of her journey with Plexus, she did not like talking. And this is not something that she'll tell you and brag on herself, but she did not like talking in front of people. Did not want to get on a Zoom with us at first. Like, you can grow so much in this opportunity if you are willing to do the things. And the tips that she just gave, I hope that you guys heard them. It's not about the numbers. Having 2 or 3 people there is so important. And just being able to sit and talk and listen to people is so important in this, and having that extra piece for people. If you don't follow Nikki, if you're not friends with her on social media, and even if you do, she puts like half of the busyness of her life, not even half, a quarter of the busyness of her life on social media. To be with Nikki is to be completely seen by somebody. She is one of the busiest people that I know, and not busy as an excuse, but busy as a why. To be able to give back. Like, how many pumpkins did you do today, Nikki? Like,
I think we picked 14 bins, and then we have some sitting to be picked tomorrow. We're trying to ship a load on Thursday, 58 bins.
yeah, like, I mean, all the thing, like they've got chickens and pumpkins and like all the things going on, and 2 of the busiest boys I've ever been with that are the biggest lights. And Nikki is a hands-on mom, like doing all the things. So if you're watching this, I want you to know that it's not that she has more time than anybody else. It's that she makes it a priority. And I want you to be encouraged by that, to be able to do the events and to be able to make the time for the vendor events. And Nikki would tell you too that sometimes she misses things with her boys and has to ask her husband for help, or has to ask other people, because she knows the end game in this and where she wants to go with this. Like, she's got a why that's bigger than anything. And that's something that she keeps going for. So these are all things that I know Nikki will never brag on herself for, because she's one of the most humble people you will also meet also. But I want you guys to know that you can start from anywhere, that you can do this if you believe that you can do it and you're willing to just start. Because the first events that she did, she didn't know these things, and we haven't done them, right? The ideas of giving back for the slim, y'all should go back and watch this again and just take notes if you didn't, when she was talking through some of this stuff, and then get it on the books to just go and do it. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I know it's 9 o'clock. Do y'all have any questions for Nikki about events? I'll scroll down. If you guys have any, and I know Nikki is an open book too, and Wendy for sure. Like, to be with her is to have so much fun and to just be seen by people. And that's the point of this, right? Y'all, like, people, we know what it's like. Like, we have such an incredible community, but when we can actually all get together and we're in a house and we're just talking and you're with like-minded people, there's nothing that's better than that. And so being able to get people onto your social media accounts through these events, it changes everything for people to just have somebody to talk through. I know I mentioned this, and I've already gotten a couple of messages. I saw them coming through. The girl that I signed up, she ordered this morning. It went from, she was never going to order. She had tried Plexus before years and years ago, with somebody that no longer does it, had a horrible experience, but she kept watching my posts. She saw the liver detox. She was like, man, I just ordered one of those. I wish I would have known about yours because that looks better. She wasn't going to order it. She's already spent money someplace else. Ended up getting her on the phone and just talking her through it. She was only going to order the liver detox, didn't want anything else, and she was never going to share. And she wanted to know about the 60-day back money guarantee so she could give back. She ended up calling me back like 15 minutes later, with more questions. We talked through it. We were on the phone for like an hour and a half. She called me yesterday and then called again today She has 5 people. She signed up this morning, has 5 people already ordered with her, between boyfriend, mom, aunt, sister, and then somebody else. And she already has 3 more that want to, because then that progressed into, okay, well, if you get 2 more, you get the next bonus. And if you get 3 more, like you could get the cruise. And so it just kept progressing. And she thinks she still doesn't want the business. She doesn't know that she wants the business yet. But that piece of it, just getting people on and talking to them and letting them know that they have a voice and letting them ask questions, is something that all of us can do. We don't have to know all the answers. We don't have to have everything figured out, but being able to see people in this is so, so important. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you so, so much, Wendy and Nikki. Thank you for the trivia. Wendy, do you want to just post in our team chat the winners? Is that good? Okay. And then we'll go through what the prizes are. I loved these tips, Nikki. I'll get the recording up because I know that people are going to want to watch it back. All right. Thank you, ladies. Good night, everybody. Love y'all.